Elon Musk brutally humiliated Gates and explained why he has a big conflict with him. According to Elon, people like Gates are destroying America, and there are behind-the-scenes processes that are unknown publicly, and things are getting out of control. As Musk says, he was voting Democrat until he realized that people like Gates are leading America into a disaster. This is an interesting story, so let's explain everything. So, recently, Elon Musk expressed his confusion on X and tweeted that he was astonished by Melinda French Gates, who declared her support for Democrats. Musk expressed his displeasure on Twitter. He tweeted that the Gates Foundation's influence needs more scrutiny, not less. This comment was made as a clear statement that Musk does not trust anything that Bill or Melinda Gates do. This comment was aimed at the powerful political and charitable role of the Gates Foundation, co-chaired by Melinda French Gates, ex-wife of Bill Gates. With criticizing this issue, Musk also tweeted, "Interesting that Gates sends money to Spiegel, which then writes hit pieces about me. Der Spiegel is corrupt." It's very well known publicly that Musk does not like Gates' family and does not support them. And this conflict between Musk and Gates started 4 years ago. Back in 2020, Elon Musk took a quiet but clear jab at Bill Gates. After news came out that Gates bought a Porsche Taycan instead of a Tesla, and made comments about EV range anxiety. A Tesla fan account called it out, worried that Gates' remarks might actually turn people away from electric vehicles, even though Tesla's long range and supercharger network had already solved most of those concerns. Musk didn't go on a rant. He just dropped one sharp line. "My conversations with Gates have been underwhelming, TBH." That short sentence said a lot. Musk didn't just disagree, he was calling Gates out for not really getting it when it came to EV tech. He made it clear he didn't see Gates as a serious voice in the space. Then in 2022, Elon Musk posted a blunt poll on Twitter asking, "Who do you trust less?" Real question. The two options? Politicians and billionaires. Over 3.3 million people voted, and nearly 76% said they trusted politicians less. It exploded online. Millions of views. Tens of thousands of replies. One of the top comments came from Brigitte Gabriel, who wrote, "I trust you, but I sure as heck don't trust Bill Gates." That reply caught Musk's attention, and he used it to take a shot straight at Gates. Musk answered with this, "Since Gates still has a multi-billion-dollar short position against Tesla while claiming to help with global warming, I guess I have some trust issues with him too." That wasn't just a reply. It was a public call-out. Musk basically exposed what he sees as pure hypocrisy. Gates claiming to care about the planet while betting against Tesla, one of the leading clean energy companies. And in the last few years, Elon Musk's conflict with Gates got even worse. In 2023, Elon Musk reignited his feud with Bill Gates, this time after parts of Walter Isaacson's biography revealed new details about their clash. Journalist Herbert Ong shared that Gates had shorted Tesla stock because he believed EV supply would outpace demand and prices would crash. Gates had apparently reached out to Musk wanting to talk climate and philanthropy, but Musk wasn't having it. Instead, he called out what he saw as pure hypocrisy, saying one thing publicly, doing the opposite behind the scenes. Musk hit back on X with, "Gates also said the Tesla Semi was impossible, even though it was literally being driven all over the country." Then he followed up with an even sharper post. "When I asked what battery and truck he was using to reach the conclusion that it's impossible, Gates had no idea but still stuck with his conclusion." Musk basically exposed Gates for making bold claims without knowing basic engineering facts. And with the shrug emoji added in, Musk made it clear he wasn't just annoyed, he thought Gates was completely out of his depth. Also later in 2023, Musk went straight at Bill Gates, this time not just over opinions, but over technical credibility. Gates had previously claimed that batteries couldn't power big semi-trucks and that solar wouldn't make a major dent in the climate fight. He even said, "I showed him the numbers." It's an area where I clearly knew something that he didn't. But Musk didn't let that slide. He clapped back publicly and sarcastically. Gates must have had technical understanding at some point in his career, but has now left planet Earth. That one line set the tone. Musk was done pretending Gates had any real grip on EV tech. Then Musk got more specific. He called Gates' statements about the Tesla semi-nonsense and exposed how shallow Gates' claims really were. Musk said he kept speaking nonsense about how long-range semi was impossible. So I asked what his assumptions were for WH mile of the vehicle. He did not know. In other words, Gates was throwing out big claims without even knowing the basics. Musk used hard numbers and engineering terms to show that Gates wasn't just wrong, he was completely out of his depth. And in 2024, things escalated even more when Elon Musk hosted what's being called an anti-Joe Biden dinner party, packed with some of the richest and most powerful people in the world. Of course, Bill Gates was not invited. And why? Because this was the time when Musk started supporting Trump more actively. And since Gates was such a big Biden supporter, the conflict between Musk and Gates escalated because of the elections. The event, co-hosted by investor David Sachs at his Hollywood Hills mansion in April, was all about figuring out how to raise serious money to take down the Democrats, according to insiders. Puck labeled the night anti-Biden, but it wasn't exactly a Trump rally either. Even so, the guest list was stacked. Peter Thiel, Rupert Murdoch, Michael Milken, Travis Kalanick, big names all in one room. And Musk didn't stop there. In 2024, his feud with Gates kept heating up. Before the presidential election, Musk openly aligned with Trump, warning that the U.S. needs a strong Republican win. He said he voted 100% Democratic until a few years ago. Now he thought USA needed a red wave or America was toast. No more hints. Musk made his position crystal clear. The biggest problem Musk saw with Bill Gates was his support for Democrats when, according to Musk, they were a threat to democracy. Then Musk responded to this conflict situation by saying, "Very few Americans realize that if Trump is not elected, this will be the last election. Far from being a threat to democracy, he is the only way to save it." And now in 2025, this conflict got even worse, since Gates said that after the elections, Musk and Trump are worsening the USA every day. And one of the arguments Gates brought was canceled programs by Doge. First, Musk didn't respond personally, but Doge fired back. A spokesperson released a statement defending Musk, calling him a patriot working to fulfill President Trump's mission to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse. Then it was Musk's turn. A few days later, a video clip of Gates became viral where he criticized Musk and the Department of Efficiency. And Musk didn't hold back. He jumped in and replied with just 4 words. "Gates is a huge liar." Musk made it clear he thought Gates wasn't just wrong, but intentionally dishonest. To Musk, this was about how legacy elites like Gates twist the narrative for their own agenda. Elon Musk has made it clear that he doesn't like Bill Gates. He's made it clear he believes Gates backed the Democrats during the elections, even when it was obvious their leadership would be a disaster. In Musk's view, Gates chose ideology or personal loyalty over common sense, ignoring all the red flags. Now that Trump won the elections and is back, Musk clearly sees it as a win, not just politically, but a way to stop people like Gates from dragging the country further into chaos. To Musk, Gates is part of that elite bubble that's completely out of touch with reality.